We phenomenal. Don't bend, won't fall. Hey, I need it all. I'm reaching the pinnacle. I am invincible.
Hello, welcome back. We are on week 9, and I am so proud of myself. So if you guys watch week 8, I can't talk. Week 8, if you watch that video, I did glutes and hams, and I just leaned into that uncomfortableness. I kept my tripod with me, and I did it, and I know it seems so silly, but I'm proud of myself. I leaned into a fear. I decided, I'm not going to care if people think I'm weird. It's important to me that I document this journey. So that's a win in my book. I weighed myself, and I'm officially down 0.5% body fat, which is exactly what I want. If I keep with that consistency, if I can lose 0.5% over the next 14 weeks, I will drop 7% body fat. So my goal is to go from 24.6% down to, what is that, 18, 17, 18, which would be a huge win for me. So I'm looking to do this the right way. And if you're watching these videos, you can see the theme. I'm not dropping my calories by a large amount and doing this drastic, 2 hours of cardio. My calories are consistently at 1660, and my macros are 140 grams of protein, 140 grams of carbs, and then 60 grams of fat. And yesterday, because I got such a great leg workout, I decided to give myself not like a cheat meal, but I had a few pieces of chocolate and a few Oreos, and so my calories yesterday were about 1800. I did not hit my protein, but I decided to get extra carbs because I'm trying to build muscle on my legs. So it's all very intentional, and my thought process is baby steps. So by intentional, when I'm journaling every day, a lot of days what I'm writing down is mindful eating. Meaning I'm not getting bored, I'm not getting up and going into the pantry and just kind of figuring out what I should snack on. I'm intentionally figuring out what's going to get me closer to my goals. And so I feel good about it. Week 9, I don't know what the theme this week should be. So last week I went with the theme of how to create an unbeatable mindset. And I don't know, maybe I'll get some inspiration sparked during my cardio session. So of course, I'm in the truck, I'm going to the gym. We all know this by now. But Sundays are pretty cool because we, as a family, have started to do Sunday brunch. And I get a quiche from Whole Foods. It has lots of protein in it, eggs, broccoli, and cheese. And then we actually have a donut shop right across the street. So this is where self-discipline and dedication comes in, because wouldn't it be nice to have donuts all the time? But I actually save macros so I can have brunch, and it's like a treat with my girls. So we have donuts and quiche, we make bacon and just make it a family thing. So that's what I get to have once I'm done with the gym. That's can't have one without the other. So it's cardio, abs, and so happy week 9. I hope you guys are having a fantastic January and you are off to a great start with your goals. Do not give up. Okay, maybe that should be the theme. Don't give up. It's the small steps. I started doing this weight loss thing back at the beginning of December, and I just now saw the biggest weight drop that I've seen. And so that's been 8 weeks. So it took roughly 7 weeks to start seeing a lot of those changes. Now, I did drastically change my calories, so I took out about 400 to 500 per day. I was probably eating like 2,000. But my mind got in the right place, and I didn't give up. I didn't stop what I was doing just because I wasn't seeing, crazy results. So anyway, happy Sunday, happy week 9, y'all, and
Berkshire by the fire hydrant. People laughing and the baby smiling. Sun's up and the food cured. People doing what they be doing. Go ahead and double dutch. Sitting on the front porch. Don't let nobody change your mood. Can't change my mood. My sky's clear blue. I'm in a good mood. Feeling so good. Feeling so good. I'm in a good mood. So good. I'm feeling good, yeah. Feeling so good. Feeling so good. Good vibes in my hood. So good. Yeah. So join the choir, get the praise on. Clap your hands, sing a new song. The beat is jumping, taking you to church. Brunch is going and the food is served. Serve you up another plate. Dessert is always on its way. Don't let nobody change your mood. Hey, hey. Can't change my mood. My sky's clear blue. I'm in a good mood.
Good morning. Here I am back in the truck. It is Saturday morning. It is 6:11 and it is time for leg day again. So I've got glutes and hamstrings, and I am just going to be totally honest. This week did not go as I wanted it to, and that's, I placed a lot of expectations on myself. So while I'm okay this morning, the scale actually showed that I went up, but I had a lot of stress this week. And maybe I'll do a video on my Whoop. Hold please, technical difficulties. Okay, if you've seen anyone wearing one of those, I actually ditched my Apple Watch, and I did that for a lot of reasons. One, I used it really only for working out, and yeah, telling time, blah, blah, blah. But I was so focused on my steps, but I'm not a step person. If I'm on the stair mill or if I get on the bike, it doesn't track my steps. And then I actually end up feeling, because it didn't track it, like I didn't do anything. It's ridiculous. So anyway, the Whoop actually tracks my sleep, my HRV, which is your heart rate variable. And that's your heart rate, your time between your heartbeats while you're at rest, so while you're sleeping. So it's called heart rate variable. And when you're stressed out, that goes down. And I'm actually learning a lot about my body at rest and while I'm working out from wearing this. It's giving me a lot of data that I'm learning from, which I love. So if you have been thinking about getting one, I actually would recommend it. But it just depends on how you like to track your workout, or if you want to track everything. I have been loving seeing where my sleep performance is at. So I try to be very consistent about when I go to bed and when I wake up. But this week has just, like I said, has not gone the way I wanted it to. And that's just mainly because of my stress levels and things that, one, are outside of my control, personal stress. It's not a bad week by any means, but yeah. So the scale showed, I feel like the scale is showing my stress. So on Tuesday, I actually got down to 171.8, which is a total, it's 5 pounds down. Like, that's awesome. Over 0.5% body fat, totally on schedule. So honestly, and then stress, I could tell I'm very in tune with my body. So then I could tell that everything was just, I don't know. I feel like I'm holding water. I feel like the stress is affecting my overall health. And that's one of my goals, is to truly be in tune with what's going on and then knowing what will fix it. So things like yoga and stretching and deep breathing. When I used to compete, I didn't think about those things. And I just had this go, go, go mentality. So this week, again, I took Thursday and Friday off. My goal has been to not do that, but that's what I mean. This week just took a left turn for me. And so the scale went back to 174, But I honestly had a few days where I had a few more calories. I used those calories. Anyway, I'm not going to make this super long and drawn out. What I want to say is that it's moments like this and weeks like this where last week I talked about having an unbeatable mindset. And believe me, all the successful people that you're admiring, they have a mindset that says, well, when I have a bad week, when I have a stressful week, what am I going to do to pull myself out of it? Am I going to use it as an excuse? Because this morning I'm going to the gym. I'm like, I'm not down. I actually went up. And in the past, I would have been really upset about that. I would have probably let it get to me more than it should, might have gotten pissed off at myself and just let it actually control me. Instead, I'm using the data from my Whoop and I'm just being honest with myself, letting myself have the feelings of, yeah, it was stressful. But each step after that is what's going to determine whether or not I go backwards or I go up. So that's my focus today. Like I said, it's Saturday. So tomorrow I'm going to wake up and actually weigh myself again and see if how I approach today. I might lose some water weight because of my workout today. I don't know. So honestly, this week is all about not quitting. In kind of partnering with what we did last week with having an unbeatable mindset. Sometimes one day you can wake up and you're like, yeah, I got this. And the next day it is like, what is happening? And it's like those moments that feel super tough that you just have to say, don't quit, and just don't quit. You know, like with all the stressful stuff I'm dealing with, I know that a lot of that stuff is temporary, that life's ultimate plan for me is something bigger, and I have to believe in that. So if you are on a weight loss journey and you've started one, I think last Friday was something Quitters Friday, and I don't know, I think all that stuff is so stupid. Whatever you're doing, whatever your goal is, remember in those moments that just suck, that don't feel easy, your mindset's determined by what you do in the rough moments, the hard moments. And you have to take responsibility for your actions. No matter what's going on in life, you're in control of your mindset, and you control whether or not you take steps to your goals. So you can make the excuses and be like, oh, like today I could just sit on the couch and be like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I went up in weight, what's the point? And believe me, there's been days where I've done that, and I get it. So if you've done it too, where you're just like, I'm not seeing any results. But the truth is, as big of a goal as I have, it's gonna take all year, guys. Like what I'm trying to accomplish, I have to be kind to my body, and I also have to remember, for you moms out there, like I'm very, very conscious of how I speak, and when I'm meal prepping and I'm talking about working out, my girls know that this isn't about being skinny. This isn't about me thinking I'm fat by any means. I'm actually very happy with where my body is. This is about a goal. This is about me checking something off my bucket list to see, like, can I do this? I want to prove to myself I can. And so that goal just requires that I take body fat off of my muscle. I'm trying to grow my muscle, and it's very difficult. So, in our school system, I'm giving no credit to. PE is stupid. Health is stupid. They do not teach actual nutrition and how the body actually functions. It drives me mad. I did not grow up learning about that. That's why I went on stupid diets. So as a girl mom, I am very much focused on embracing the fact that that is my responsibility, is to teach them the actual facts and have them separate. There's reasons why I buy like the bag of chips. I buy the singles, and I was explaining this to my daughter the other day, that I do that so you don't have to worry about whether you're consuming more than a good serving size. Because you all know, if you open up a bag of Lay's chips, you're probably getting halfway through the bag before you know it. And I don't want my girls growing up thinking like, oh, just open a bag of chips and mindlessly eat. Teaching them about serving sizes and what's a normal amount of calories Like, look at Thanksgiving and Christmas, the amount of food you put on your plate. Like, that's not a normal serving size. Those plates are like 3,000 calories, and that's not healthy. It's the difference between making smart decisions and being healthy about what you're putting in your body versus I'm going to eat whatever I want, snack on whatever I want, and not care about it. And just because you're 10 years old or 15 years old, if you don't actually know what you're consuming, you're just going to mindlessly consume whatever food is in front of you. So it's up to me as the parent to actually teach that, and not in a way that says, if you eat a whole bag of Lay's, you're going to get fat. That's not the point at all. I grew up with those things being said to me, and I'm not going to do that to my children. So I'm very thankful and grateful that I have the knowledge that I have so I can teach them. So anyway, I really went on a tangent. Yikes. Okay. Tangent done. Don't quit. I did not get to film this week. I'm not going to make excuses, because I'm just not ready to film like all the little details. That's not the point of doing these videos. That's why most of the time you see me in my truck. It's not about diving into all the little things of my life, but in documenting this has sort of been a scrapbook for me telling me don't quit, that you'll get there. Don't quit. So I will see you at the gym.